What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be this is going to be my theory for why some mortals can see through the mist in Percy Jackson. Remember, if you guys like these videos, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, as it does help out a lot. And yeah, let's just jump right into this. So something that has always bugged me in the Percy Jackson series is why Rachel and Sally can see through the mist. I mean, the whole purpose of the mist is to shield the immortals world from the human mortal world. But mortals being able to see through the mist kind of discredits it. It just turns it into a plot point for why people haven't found out that God still exists. But when you need humans that can see through the mist, then there they are. But I was determined to explain this. Why can some people or mortals see through the mist? So at first I thought that the mist and the people who can see through the mist are descendants of the gods, but not actually demigods. After all of the legacies at Camp Jupiter can see through the mist. So maybe Rachel and Sally are like 6 generations demigods or something like that. But this theory unravels pretty quickly, because if it was true, then why can't Rachel's mom or her dad see through the mist? Why is it only her? Because if she is a descendant of a god, then either her mother or father would be as well. But we get no indication that her parents can see through the mist, because they don't recognize that Percy isn't a real human like Rachel does. So it must be something different. There have been 3 mortals who have been confirmed to be able to see through the mist. May Castellan, I think that's how you pronounce it. Luke's mother, Sally Jackson, Percy's mother, and Rachel Dare, who is the new Oracle after the last Olympian. Now, 2 of the 3 have had a romantic relationship with a god, so maybe if a god decides you're special enough, then they grant you the ability to see through the mist. But no, Sally, I think Sally said that she was able to see through the mist since she was a kid, and Rachel hasn't even met a god when Percy met her at Hoover Dam. So what is the explanation? And that was when it hit me. As I stated earlier, Rachel became the Oracle after the last Olympian book, and we learn in the same book that May Castellan tried to become the Oracle, but the curse of Hades was still there. But that was 2 out of the 3 of the mortals that can see through the mist that at least tried to become oracles. And May Castellan literally said that she found her purpose, and that this was why she had her gift to see through the mist, to become the oracle. So that got me thinking, maybe the oracle has something to do with all of this. And oh my god, it definitely does. Both May and Rachel felt a natural calling to the Oracle. Now, me just saying that the Oracle is related isn't going to be getting you guys all on board, but let's just talk about these 3 people. May, Sally, and Rachel are all of the female gender, and this is important because in all of the Greek myths that Percy Jackson is based on, the Oracle of Delphi is always female. So this is my theory. The Oracle of Delphi is a spirit that has to have a host. So every generation, the Oracle creates sustainable hosts, mortals that can see through the mist. That would explain why some mortals can see through the mist, and it would also explain why all the mortals who can see through the mist are female. Some of you might be wondering if the Oracle of Delphi even has the power to grant mortals the gift of sight to see through the mist. But absolutely, the Oracle of Delphi is that powerful. For one, the Oracle before Rachel said that Hades couldn't kill her because the power of the Oracle protected her. That means that the Oracle has the power to stop a god from killing its host, which means that it definitely has the power to grant mortals the power to see through the mist. Now, we don't know for sure if the Oracle before Rachel was immortal or not, but it is hinted that she is. For one, when May goes to Camp Half-Blood, Chiron says that they haven't had a mortal at camp since, and then mysteriously cuts off. This can definitely be inferred as they haven't had a mortal as camp since the last Oracle came there. And the fact that Chiron was okay with Rachel and May, for that matter, becoming the Oracle shows that the Oracle has to be immortal. And that was amortal, not immortal like a god. It was amortal. Yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. So this is also shown by the fact that Chiron didn't let any other demigods at Camp Half-Blood, since the Oracle was cursed, try to become the Oracle. All of these clues point to the fact that the Oracle of Delphi has to be immortal. That's again amortal, not immortal. And since the Oracle is always a woman, it would have to be a female mortal. And the only question to answer is why was Sally, along with May, blessed with the gift of sight and seeing through the mist? After all, I'm just guessing here, but I'm guessing that they are around the same age because their kids are also are around the same age, so like they have to at least be like within 10 years apart. So why did the Oracle bless both of them instead of just one of them? Well, I think that the Oracle probably doesn't know who will become the next Oracle exactly. Um, they only know like a rough list of who will become an Oracle. So in order to make sure, she blesses everyone on that list with the power of sight, which means, yes, I do think that other people Rachel's age can see through the mist. But anyways, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you guys did, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Too easy!